Good morning. Or if you're not a morning person like my husband, you'll say, morning. Bleh. What's good about it? We're here. It's morning. Good morning, Mary. Happy Wednesday, halfway through the day. Coffee's hot, the fruit is sweet, and the toast is crunchy. Thankful time. Exactly. That's my attitude. Although, as much as I love this is so very, very pretty. It's also kind of loud, so we will phase that out. I hope you had a good night. Okay. I did. I read a little bit after we did the sprints. Um, Welcome. If you are new, this is Bookeemonsters. Welcome back. If you are a returner, thank you very much. On this channel, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday mornings, we go through the new releases genre by genre because we got to know what's out there so we can read all the books. And in the evenings, we're doing sprints for 2.5 hours starting at 6:05 p.m. Mountain Time because I'm in Montana. And that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. And morning show, if you're here or if you're watching it later, that starts at 6 a.m. Mountain Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. So I very much appreciate you guys. Let's jump into the new releases because this is just for 25 minutes and it goes by really, really fast. On Monday, we looked at the mysteries. Yesterday, we looked at the romances. Let's see what we have for fantasy and sci-fi today. And if as it looks like there isn't a whole lot, we will jump back into looking at the cozy mysteries and so forth. All right. Bring Me Your Midnight by Rachel Griffin. That's a good title. Young adult fantasy. Tana Fairchild's fate has been planned out for her since the day she was born. Marry the governor's son and secure an unprecedented alliance between the witches and the mainlanders. But when Tana meets Wolf, a member of the only remaining coven left practicing dark magic, she's stunned to learn of his existence. She's always thought the final coven disbanded 10 years ago, completely eradicating the use of dark magic. When unknown magic builds in Tana's body and she's unable to expel the magic on her own, she begs Wolf for help. And as she practices Wolf's dark magic, she's horrified to discover how naturally it comes to her. It makes her feel powerful, alive. Tana tries to rid herself of the memories of Wolf and his magic, throwing herself into her courtship with Landon, the key to the alliance the witches have worked so hard for. When Tana's covenant ball approaching, their engagement will be officially announced. But when Tana's family discovers her use of dark magic and her mother confides in her that the witches are losing control of the currents, and it's only a matter of time before the sea swallows a mainlander. When that happens, Tana's relationship with Landon could be the only thing that keeps the mainlanders from turning on the witches. But Tana can't stop thinking about Wolf. And as the tide grows fiercer and the witches' relationship with the mainlanders more tenuous, I need more coffee. I didn't even save this. My goodness. With the mainlanders more tenuous, Tana has to decide what's more important to her, love or duty. That was Bring Me Your Midnight, which is a very pretty cover that I didn't show you initially. Oi. Yes, more coffee is required. So we've only got like 3 fantasies to look at. Fit for the Gods, Greek mythology reimagined, edited by looks like short stories maybe. The Narrow by Kate Alice Marshall, also a young adult fantasy. Everyone has heard the story of the Narrow. I haven't. The river that runs behind the Atwood School is only a few feet across and seemingly placid, but beneath the surface the waters are deep and vicious. It's said that no one who has fallen in has ever survived. Eden White knows that isn't true. 6 years ago, she saw Delphine Fournier fall into the Narrow and live. Delphine now lives in careful isolation, sealed off from the world. Even a single drop of unpurified water could be deadly to her, and no one but Eden has any idea why. Eden has never told anyone what she saw or spoken to Delphine since, but now, unable to cover her tuition, she has to make a deal. Her expenses will be paid in return for her serving as a live-in companion to Delphine. Eden finds herself drawn to the strange and mysterious girl, and the two of them begin to unravel each other's secrets. Then Eden discovers what happened to the last girl who lived with Delphine. She was found half drowned on dry land. Suddenly, Eden is waking up to wet footprints tracking to the end of her bed and the sound of rain on the windows when the skies are clear and a ghostly silhouette in her doorway. Something is haunting Delphine, and now it's coming for Eden too. That's not fantasy, that's horror. Not for me. These were the sci-fi by The Blue Beautiful World by Kieran Lord. As first contact transforms the Earth, a group of gifted visionaries race to create a new future in this wondrous science fiction novel. The world is changing and humanity must change with it. Rising seas and soaring temperatures have radically transformed the face of the Earth. Meanwhile, Earth is being observed from afar by other civilizations, and now they are ready to make contact. Vying to prepare humanity for first contact are a group of dreamers and changemakers, including Peter Hendricks, the genius inventor behind the most advanced VR tech, Carissa, a beloved celebrity icon with a passion for humanitarian work, and Knoa, a member of a council of young people from around the globe drafted to reimagine the relationship between humankind and alien societies. And they may have an unexpected secret weapon. Owen, a pop megastar whose ability to connect with his adoring fans is more than charisma. He has a hidden talent that may be the key to uniting Earth as it looks towards the stars. But Owen's abilities are so unique that no one can control him, and so seductive that he cannot help but use them. Can he transcend his human limitations and find the freedom he has always dreamed of? Or is he doomed to become the dictator of his nightmares? That sounds very young adult to me. But it's not labeled as such, but the topic certainly is. Although First Contact for me will always in my heart be Star Trek and in Bozeman, Montana. If you know, you know. The Infinity Particle by Wendy Zhu. I'm thinking that's how that's pronounced. It's a graphic novel. Eh. We've got Time a Wastin'. Those are the sci-fi fantasies for this week on bookriot.com. Let's go back to fresh fiction and go back to the cozy mysteries and so forth there. Thank you. I need your feedback because I have to jump between these screens and I'm not always seeing um, right away what's going on there. But yes, coffee is required because apparently I'm not awake yet. All right. No, this background is a fake one. Keo is over there sleeping. He is not a morning dog, which is why we're doing a morning show because he will not get up. He's apparently in his teen years. I think we stopped here. Big Swiss. Don't know what that is. Definitely not a mystery. All right, but Murder She Wrote, we know is a mystery by Donna Andrews. This must be somewhere in the 20s in her series by this point. 30s. Book 33. Murder She Wrote. Meg is relaxing in the hammock, taste testing Michael's latest batch of Arnold Palmer's and watching the hummingbirds at their feeders when her hopes for a relaxing early summer morning are dashed. First, her father recruits her to help him install a new batch of bees in the hive in her backyard. Then Mayor Schiffley recruits her to placate the NIMBYs, not in my backyard, as she calls them, a group of newcomers to Caerphilly who have built McMansions next door to working farms and then do their best to make life miserable for the farmers. And finally, Meg's grandmother shows up. There's commas in there that should not be. Trailed by, I'm sorry, I'm a part of the grammar police, specifically the adverb division, but those commas aren't supposed to be there. Trailed by a nosy reporter who is writing a feature on her for a genteel Southern Ladies magazine. Cordelia drafts Meg to accompany her and Deacon Washington of the New Life Baptist Church and the reporter, alas, in their search for a long-lost African-American cemetery. Unfortunately, what they discover is not an ancient cemetery, but a fresh corpse. Can Meg protect her grandmother and care Philly from the reporter who seems to see the worst in everything and help crack the case before the killer finds another victim? That doesn't sound very cozy-ish. Blood like fate. I don't recall. Yeah. Let's just jump to the and Bring Me Your Midnight, Broadway, Butterfly. Did we look at that one? This is, oh, speaking of fantasies, yes, this is the book that I am reading that the other site did not have, but it should. I don't know why it didn't. Cassiel's Servant by Jacqueline Carey. And making it fresh. Yeah, that's a good question. Um, and Nora Roberts, writing as JD Robb, she's in the 50s, if not 60s yet. And I read each and every one, and I love each and every one. They are amazing. All right. Returning to the realm of Terdange, which captured an entire generation of fantasy readers, myself included. Author Jacqueline Carey brings us a hero's journey for a new era. In Kushiel's Dart, a daring young courtesan uncovered a plot to destroy her beloved homeland, but hers is only half the tale. Now we see the other half of the heart that lived it. Cassiel's Servant is a retelling of cult favorite Kushiel's Dart from the viewpoint of Jocelyn, Castellan warrior priest and protector of Phaedra Nodalane. He's sworn to celibacy and the blade as surely as she's pledged to pleasure, but the gods that serve have bound them together in a fabulous trilogy. When both are betrayed, they must rely on each other to survive. From his earliest training to captivity amongst their enemies, his journey with Phaedra to avert the conquest of Terdange shatters body and mind and brings him an impossible love that he will do anything to keep, even if it means breaking all vows and losing his soul. Oh, I love that trilogy. And now we're getting his story. I'm just so happy. If you like the romantic fantasy, you got to read Kushiel's Dart. Uh, Romance suspense countdown. This one wasn't in. I'm going to shut down some of these tabs while I'm here. Oh, is this one sneaking in? Nope. Countdown by Lynette Eason. 4 of 4 in extreme measures. A stalker who wants to finish what he started, a U.S. Marshal who's vowed to protect his charge, and one woman who is determined to put the past in the past. Flight paramedic Raina Price has been running so long it's hard to stop. To escape a dangerous stalker, she changed her name and disappeared, building a new life with the help of a friend from her time in juvie. It feels good to put her energies into saving people's lives, but because her stalker was never found, she's never stopped looking over her shoulder, and one can only run so far before the past finally catches up. U.S. Marshal Vincent Corelli's job is to hunt down fugitives and protect those who are assigned to him. When Raina is almost killed right in front of him, he vows to protect her at all costs, whether it's his job or not. Together they work to solve the mystery of Raina's past, but someone is out to make sure Raina doesn't live long enough to do it. It's kind of an interesting cover, too. Crimson Melodies. Romance fantasy. We'll go back to those. Let's look at Cozy Mysteries while we're here. Sorry. I think these are re-releases. But we'll look at this anyway. Hang on a second. Woo, totally different cover. Oh, yes. Definitely re-release. 2017. Sorry, we only do New releases here. And now you got me with technical difficulties. Goodness. Mercury isn't in retrograde, so what the heck is going on here? Uh, did we look at Deadly Deaths? It seems like it's been so long since Monday. I don't think we did. Deadly Deaths by John F. Dobbin. A notable archaeologist close to finding a priceless artifact meets his untimely demise. Matthew Shane vows to find his murderer. Matthew Shane is a law professor in Salem, Massachusetts, where he enjoys a rewarding mentorship with Professor Barrington Holmes, a well known archaeologist. But when Professor Holmes is found dead in his office and the police rule it a suicide, something doesn't sit right with Matthew. He becomes determined to find the true case of Holmes' death and bring closure to his widow. Matthew soon learns that Professor Holmes belonged to a group of notable archaeologists dubbed the Monkey's Paw, who were all entangled in an expedition to find an unknown object of unprecedented historical and financial value. Each member had been given one piece of the instructions to find the object, but some of the men had encountered horrific twists of fate before the group could reunite to continue in their search. Joining forces with the remaining members, Matthew's quest for the cause of the apparent curse of the monkey's paw leads him on a global wild goose chase that culminates in a turn of events not even Professor Holmes could have predicted. I like those kind of stories, but I don't know. For some reason, that one's. Thank you. I think it's the lighting. Yeah, I don't think we did either. I like those kind of stories, like Indiana Jones-ish kind of stories. Oh yeah, we did look at that one already. Death of Jezebel. Oh, that's a classic. Let's look at a classic. What the heck? This is. We're looking at books. You know, we gotta know what's out there. This looks like a re-release from originally published quite a while ago. Death of Jezebel by Christiana Brand, fourth of seven in the Inspector Cockrell series. Like I think these. Yep, 1949. At Elysian Hall, a grand exhibition space in post war London, a cast has been assembled for a medieval themed pageant show featuring knights in colored armor, real horses, and a damsel in a rickety tower on high. With death threats discovered by members of the troupe before the show, the worst comes to pass when the leading lady is thrown from the tower before the eyes of the audience by an unknown assailant, with all doors backstage also under observation. Faced with a seemingly impossible case, the wizened Inspector Cockrell and the fresh-faced Inspector Charlesworth begrudgingly join forces to uncover the killer hiding in plain sight. First published in Britain in 1949, Brand's exuberant novel is still regarded as one of the great masterpieces of the classic mystery genre for its fiendishly constructed puzzle, memorable setting, dumbfounding acts of misdirection, and thrilling denouement. This edition includes an introduction by award-winning author Martin Edwards. I like classic mysteries, and that sounds really good. Yes. That's why we go through these so we can see if we can check these out further. I did not see the latest Indiana Jones. I Was it okay? And nothing to write home about. Oh, that's too bad. It's kind of sad. I think it's sad for the legacy of Harrison Ford. Yes, he participated, but and laughed all the way to the bank. I'm sure they paid him gobs. Exactly. I like those classics. I love historicals, but those written of that era, I love them too. Delicate Condition. I think we did that one. Demystifying it. I know we did Evergreen or From the Shadows. We did not do this one. Is this a paperback release? I think it is. It is. It's a paperback release. This is also a good historical history series, but we are only looking at new releases. Gone Tonight, suspense. I don't think we did. Is this also a paperback release? I tell ya, I don't. I think this is a new one. Did we do this one? Mary, you got to be my memory for me because I am just not remembering things. And we're getting all kinds of pop-ups there. Gone Tonight. I might have. I would remember that last name. I would think though. Gone Tonight by Sarah Pekkanen. Catherine Sterling thinks she knows her mother. Ruth Sterling is quiet, hardworking, and lives for her daughter. All her life, it's been just the two of them against the world. But now Catherine is ready to spread her wings, move from home, and begin a new career. And Ruth Sterling will do anything to prevent that from happening. Ruth Sterling thinks she knows her daughter. Catherine would never rebel, would never question anything about her mother's past or background. But when Ruth's desperate quest to keep her daughter by her side begins to reveal cracks in Ruth's carefully constructed world, both mother and daughter begin a dance of deception. That sounds like a lot of angst. Dead trouble, double coming. The bell has rung. Ah, hardly got through anything, it seems like. I wish they would show more covers here too. Let's just scroll down because we're only in the L's. Lost Believers, Master of Secrets, Mixed Signals, Murder in the Family. That's even coming out in September. That's in the wrong book, in the wrong month. Picture You Dead, Positively Penelope. Well, we can stop there. We'll be in the P's tomorrow. It's only Wednesday. I know. I don't know what it is. It just goes by so fast. There's so many books to look at. It's okay. We have tomorrow and Friday yet for this week. So those are some of the books that are coming out this week. I hope you are finding some things that are interesting to check out. And I hope you're reading some good. Oh, you saw something. Sandra Brown. Yes. See, that's why we got to look at stuff. You just don't know what's out there. Um, something that you can bookmark to, no pun intended. See, somebody had to do a pun. We were punless until now. You have to bookmark what you might want to read later if you're in the middle of a good book right now. So I appreciate everybody showing up. I was just going to think, I didn't mention where I'm at. I kept reading some more of Cassiel's Servant last night, so I'm up to 11%. I'm still reading my sci-fi No Honor in Death by Eric Thompson. I'm up to 65% on that. And in audio, I am listening to Full Moon, the second in the Dresden Files. I'm up to 34% in that. So I'm making good progress in all the books. But I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Hope you're reading, and remember, you don't get good person points if you're reading something you're not liking, because reading is enjoyable. You don't have to turn a report on it unless you're a student. You don't have to finish a book if it's not working for you. So I hope you're reading something that you're liking. Try something new. If you need suggestions, let us know. We're always open for that too. Mary says, "Have a great day. See you a little bit later." Made 4 memory Oh, awesome. That's right. Good job. Good job. All right, everybody. Have a good morning. Sorry, today seemed a little bit chaotic and it went really fast. So I don't know. Something's going on. All right. Thank you so much. And remember, tonight we're doing reading sprints at 6:05 Mountain Time. Hope to see you. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.